As always with these tutorials, there is a demonstration, as you can see now, and then there is a full spoken broken down tutorial to follow, so keep watching. Right, not gonna lie guys, this one really hurts your elbow. So, heat jumper on or put a elbow guard on. Elbow guard's probably better because we don't want the slippy jumper thing and the elbow slipping off. So unless you're really used to this move, I would say a tighter jumper, unlike mine. So we are going to start by hooking our weakest leg on or our less preferred leg, because we're going to use our preferred leg as our flexible leg. I am more flexible on my right, so I'm doing this as a righty, which means I'm going to put my left leg on first. So I'll do a little spin because this move doesn't look great if you can't see what's going on. Right, I am going to hold the hoop 10 and 2. I'm going to hook my left leg on in a lasso hook. Then I need to pull the hoop into my hip. So pull down on my right arm and I pop my leg down towards the floor a little bit. So the hoop sits snug in my right hip. From here, I am going to get my left elbow on. So I need to stick it as close to my left knee as possible in the same direction. And I don't want a gap, because in a minute, you're going to slide into the gap where your leg is. Then from here, I'm going to pull my bendy leg and I'm going to go over grip. Then I'm going to lock my bottom arm out on the hoop, thumb pointing towards my bum. Then I'm going to slide my hips down slowly, and as I slide my calf down, I'm going to get my elbow in that gap. So I've got a sickled foot, a sickled heel on. Then I can lower into my split. It's the exit that's the issue. So you're going to lock that bottom arm out, and you're going to really squeeze that elbow, and the hoop is going to swing, and you need to push your bum back under. So for that bit, you need to keep that elbow as locked as possible. And if it is not jammed into the strap, that's when you can fall out of the hoop. So it's really important on that transition as your left leg is coming off, that where the gap was, your elbow pops into it. And I don't want like your forearm of your elbow on. You need your elbow on. And you're really trying to close that joint off, because as soon as that leg comes down, the force is going to make the hoop wobble, and the hoop is also going to move, and your body is going to shift back into the middle of where the bottom hand is. But if you're in the right size hoop, you should just be able to pop your bum back on nice and easy. That should be all you really need to know for that move. It's quite easy to get into, especially if you've done lasso work before. But it is definitely the exit. You've got to make sure that elbow is really tight and that arm is completely locked out. It feels like an Amazon when you're in it. I do it with my thumb that way. I have seen people do it that way. I would say it's preference, but I prefer to do it that way, because when I'm going to put my bum back on the hoop, I feel like it's easier to push the hoop slightly forward to get my bum back on. I would suggest learning this one lower as well, so that if your elbow does slip and you do fall off, you're going to fall nicely off the hoop, because you're not going to fall very far.